Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And once again, this is the 1-day chart. We're sitting here around 54 cents. We have zero price movement today. All we did was fluctuate within a penny, like we're going sideways. But you know, everybody's talking about this breakout moment happening. XRP finally moves close to a major squeeze. Here are possible XRP targets. Now, in this article, there's no targets. All they're saying is that a squeeze is happening and they're expecting a breakout to take place. Here's another article. 540 days of ranging to end in mega pumps, top analyst declares. Now this is coming from Greg. He's saying that we're going to go up to 74 cents. Then we're going to go up to 92.5 cents. Finally, we're going to push towards $1.46 by the end of this year. Other people are saying we're going to go much higher by the end of this year. I see people saying $5 plus, where other people are saying it's going to be delayed until January of 2025. If we're still following 2017, I'm thinking most likely by the end of this year, we should be above a new all-time high. But nobody could call this market. That's why I don't do charts. And anybody that does charts, they're never going to be 100% correct. But a breakout is definitely going to happen. This comes from King Karan. My realistic crypto bull run prediction for 2024 into 2025. Bitcoin, 120K. I would agree on that. I think Bitcoin's going to fall somewhere in between 100 and 120K. ETH, 10K. I think it could possibly get a little bit higher. XRP, $15. I'm still thinking $20 plus. Flare, I think will get above $1. H4 most likely closer to $3, maybe even higher. XDC, I think will break $1 as well. And XLM, I'm going to say it will most likely get somewhere between $6 and $9. Because I'm still expecting a decent run up for XRP. And if that happens, it's going to pull XLM with it. But the biggest question is going to be, is utility driving the price of these cryptocurrencies? Because this time around, alt season is also coinciding with ISO and Fed Now. Plus, look what's going on with Japan. I think this run may be different than any run we have ever seen before. If utility starts pushing the price of XRP and XLM and XDC, that could change things very fast. And that's one thing we're going to have to keep an eye on once alt season begins. And if I was going to say, when does alt season begin? Most likely sometime by the end of this month, because that's where everybody's saying that Bitcoin's going to start to take off. But again, nobody really knows for sure. And what's going on with Uphold? When someone asks you to explain the difference between Bitcoin and XRP, what do you tell them? All of a sudden, these exchanges, they have riddles, and then they also tell you, they give you warnings like, XRP, now's the time to study XRP. What will you do if XRP hits $1,000? Why are the exchanges all of a sudden very amped up around crypto? I think it's because they know this run is going to be absolutely fantastic, and they want to make sure they cash in. Ripple targets FCA approval, eyes London IPO by 2025. Here we go again with the IPOs. And I could see Ripple doing an IPO in the UK. I don't know if that's going to happen for sure. And I think a lot of people are pushing this, thinking that we need this for the price of XRP to move. XRP is going to move off of its utility. Same reason I was never bullish about an XRP ETF. XRP Healthcare has just integrated AI. XRP Healthcare is one of the most promising projects on the XRP ledger, working at the intersection of healthcare, blockchain, and AI, three booming industries. I'm waiting to see where healthcare goes from here, where XRP Healthcare, because it's been gaining momentum over time. And of course, this is the path forward. Blockchain merging with AI, tied to healthcare. It's going to be tied to everything. Even the new financial system is going to be on blockchain and AI. Finance veteran says XRP is a slave coin. Now, you all know that every once in a while they call XRP a zombie coin, or it's a dead crypto. Now they're calling it a slave coin. And this comes from Rajat Sani. His comments came in response to data claims that XRP could be adopted by banks globally for various financial purposes. However, Sony believes this prospect would centralize financial power. He criticizes his focus on XRP associated with Ripple, which partners with governments and financial institutions for CBDC initiatives. He argues that CBDCs would give central banks more control over individuals' wealth. For Sony, this represents a threat to financial freedom. CBDCs are going to be used to enslave us, and the XRP army wants you to support that agenda, he said. Now, here's what I always told you. There's going to be parallel systems. I seen the IMF say it. I seen the BIS say it. Even when you listen to the World Economic Forum, they always talk about a rich class and a poor class. You have to get rich off of this run. This is your only shot. If you want to avoid living under a CBDC, this is your only shot to get rich before it happens. He then goes on and talks about Bitcoin as a solution that empowers individuals by moving away from the control of large institutions and central banks. I guess he hasn't got the BlackRock memo yet, because BlackRock is slowly taking control of Bitcoin. There is going to be no escape from a CBDC unless you are rich. Everything that I've ever read about a CBDC, and you all know, for 2 years now, I've talked about the Great Reset. I've talked about the World Economic Forum agenda. Everything it points out to is this. If you're poor and you're on government money, you're getting the CBDC. If you're rich and you have a business or you have a lot of money, you can avoid a CBDC. You're going to be using a parallel system. Do you think rich people are going to have their transactions being tracked? Absolutely not. And I think XRP is going to be more valuable than any currency in the world. Think about it like this. Okay, say the US digital dollar is the most powerful currency, the one that's more valuable than the rest. Guess what? XRP is always going to be more valuable than it, because it's going to work as a world's bridge currency. It's going to be moving so much freaking value on a daily basis that we're going to be looking at a 4-5 digit XRP when that happens. And you know, you have two choices right now. You could go and invest in Bitcoin if you see that as freedom in the future. But I could tell you this right now. There's not going to be an alternative system where people are transacting in Bitcoin in the future. A new financial system is coming. The best we can hope for is that it ends up in the right hands. And maybe we get a digital bill of rights ahead of a CBDC. But this is coming no matter what. And guess what? Everybody always said the same thing. The BIS, the IMF, the World Economic Forum, the World Bank, they all said there's not going to be any competition to a CBDC. So where does that leave the Bitcoin holders? That's the way I look at it. And that's my honest opinion on this. So if XRP is a slave coin, well, I think all the people that get rich off of it most likely will not be a slave to the system. Think about it like this. Even that Hugo Navari guy says the rich will be buying carbon credits from the poor so they could go on vacation. That tells you, who is going to be living under the slavery system. And don't get me wrong, I am not a fan of CBDC. In the right hands, it's great technology. In the wrong hands, it absolutely can enslave an entire population of people. But this is the direction we have been put on over a decade ago. This has started back in 1988, most likely even before 1988. But then all of a sudden, they got this technology that makes the idea of this a reality. And it's not just Ripple and XRP, it's Stellar and XLM, it's XDC, it's QNT, it's HBAR. And I even think once regulations come, they're going to clear the path for this handful of cryptocurrencies. Like I keep telling you, there's going to be a massive bottleneck inside of crypto. I think they're going to bottleneck the cryptocurrency market as a whole, and 99.9% of crypto is going to be gone. I think they're going to bottleneck the exchanges. Any exchange that doesn't do KYC or AML most likely is going to be gone. Plus, they're going to target wallets because people are going to be able to buy things directly from their wallet. So most likely there's going to be KYC and AML on those as well. The world is changing. We are already pushing into the digital age. And did you ever take notice? BlackRock got involved with crypto at the right time for a reason, right before the rise of ISO. So why did BlackRock all of a sudden get involved with Bitcoin? Because they're going to take control of it. And this way, when ICE 9 happens and they come in and gut BlackRock, they're also going to gut Bitcoin at the same time. Most likely, they will do that in a whole different way. But we're not quite at that point yet. And I think that new financial system is going to happen sometime maybe mid to late 2025, going into 2026. You're going to see country after country going live with a CBDC. Why do you think there's so much hype around stablecoins right now? Confirmation, XRP will benefit from network effects. As the use of XRP grows, network effects will persuade clients to use the Ripple network over the SWIFT network. And as the Ripple protocol becomes widely adopted, the demand for XRP will increase, leading to an increase in the price. We're definitely going to see Ripple capture more and more business away from SWIFT year over year. And that's why I said a utility run is not going to just be a run like we've seen in the past, where the price goes up and then it comes back down, and then we wait for the next bull cycle to happen. With utility, it's going to be real value propping up the price of these cryptocurrencies. And as more and more adoption is happening at the same time, the price is just going to continue to go higher and higher. Greg Kidd, early investor in Ripple and Uphold, and former chief risk officer at Ripple, joins the campaign trail in support of Kamala Harris and Michael Waltz. So most likely you're going to see FUD around this. But these are two former Ripple employees, I guess. Early investor and former chief risk officer. But somehow they will spin this to be Ripple is all pro Harris. But we see Brad Garlinghouse and you see Stuart Alderoty. I think they're more in favor of Trump because they want to make sure that we get a clear path forward for crypto and we get somebody new at the SEC. I think Harris is also going to get rid of Gensler as well. Gensler's just bad in general. He's not good for innovation inside the United States. And if we're going to push into the digital age, we cannot have somebody like Gary Gensler holding us back with regulations and lawsuits. We need somebody to clear the path forward so the U.S. can compete with the rest of the world. But until it all happens, you gotta stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm gonna wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.